Good morning friends. Today in this video lecture we will read a poem written by Sri Aurobindo. The title of the poem is Transformation. Let us read the poem first. My breath runs in a subtle rhythmic stream. It fills my members with a might divine. I have drunk the infinite like a giant's wine. Time is my drama or my patient dream. Now are my illumined cells joy flaming scheme, and changed my thrilled and branching nerves to find channels of rapture opal and haline for the influx of the unknown and the supreme. I am no more a vessel of the flesh, a slave to nature and her leaden rule. I am caught no more in the senses snare of maze. My soul unauthorized, unhorizoned, widens to measureless sight. My God is God's living tool. My body is God's happy living tool. My spirit is a vast sun of deathless light. So before we explain the poem, let us know about the poet as well as of the poem. The poet Sri Aurobindo was born as Aurobindo Ghosh on August 15, 1872 in Kolkata, and he died on December 5, 1950. He was an Indian philosopher, yogi, guru, poet and nationalist. He joined the Indian movement for independence from British rule for a while, was one of the influential leaders, and then became a spiritual reformer, introducing his visions on human progress and spiritual evolution. Aurobindo studied for the Indian Civil Service at King's College, Cambridge, England. After returning to India, he took up various civil service works under the Maharaja of the princely state of Baroda and became increasingly involved in nationalist politics in the Indian National Congress. So Sri Aurobindo was not only a poet but also a philosopher, yogi and nationalist who actively contributed in the movements for independence of the country India from British rule. The poem Transformation. The poem Transformation is a mystic poem and is full of spirituality and divine inspiration. The theme of the poem is the poet's change from a sensuous to spiritual life. It is a poem by Sri Aurobindo, a patriot who turned into a philosopher, is a spiritual poetry. Here the title itself indicates the transition of the form. The word transformation means transition of the form. According to the poet, transformation consequently requires the change of the existing form into the divine form. So this poem tells us about the transformation of Sri Aurobindo from a sensuous to the spiritual one, how he has turned to be a spiritual leader, a yogi. The same is explained here in the poetry. So let us read the poem line by line. My breath runs in a subtle rhythmic stream. Subtle means anything that is hard to analyze, and stream means flow. So my breath runs in a subtle rhythmic stream. The breath of the poet means the life of the poet at present is reached at such a stage that is very hard to analyze by a common man. A common man cannot analyze the level of the life of the poet. It fills my members. Here the word members means the body parts of the poet with a might divine. Might divine means the divine power. The body of the poet has been filled up with the divine power of the God. I have drunk the infinite like a giant's wine, and he has consumed the power of the God from the God at an infinite level, at a limitless level, just like a giant's wine. A time is my drama or my pageant dream. Pageant means spectacular performance. So this time The performance of the poet is outstanding, and he has totally turned from a normal one to a outstanding one, from a sensual one to a spiritual one, and it is because of the divine power of the god. The poet has consumed lot of energy from god, from nature, and now he is no more a normal person. He is a spiritual, he is a yogi now. Now are my illumined cells joy's flaming scheme. The poet says that the each and every cell of his body, of his flesh, body and flesh, has illumined. Illumined means enlightened. Enlightened with a flaming scheme, with a spiritual energy, and changed my thrilled and branching nerves to fine. And the body of the poet has totally changed from to a thrilled and branching nerves to a fine. Earlier, he was a normal person just like the other people, but now his body has totally transformed into a yogi, into a spiritual one, and his nerves turned to be fine. Channels of rapture, opal, and haline, and rapture means the joy of a greater level. Opal means milky white, and haline means crystal clear. So his body has turned in at such a level that he could enjoy the rapture, he could enjoy a great happiness, being milky white and crystal clear in everything. For the influx, influx means flowing on, influx of the unknown and the supreme. The unknown and the supreme words are used here for the Almighty God. So the Almighty God, the supreme power, is flowing on into the body of the poet, and the poet has totally been transformed into a yogi, into a spiritual person. So he is now no more a normal one. He is a yogi, and his body has consumed divine power from God, and this is that the body of the poet, the body and soul of the poet has been transformed. I am no more a vessel of the flesh. Vessel means dependent. So the normal human beings are dependent on one another or each other. They are dependent in many ways because they believe in the materialistic world. That is why they are dependent. But the poet is no more a vessel of the place, means he is no more a common person, he is no more a common man, he is not dependent on anyone. A slave to nature and her leaden rule. He is now a slave to nature, and the rules, the heavy rules formed by nature, are to be followed by the poet. So he is no more the follower of the rules of the common man, but of the nature. I am caught no more in the senses narrow mesh. Mesh means net. Senses means organs that sense or feel. So a common man senses things in different ways through through their organs. In the same manner, the poet doesn't have any kind of net or complexity in his thinking or in his sensing the things. My soul, he wants to say that he is no more interested in the materialistic world. He believes he has upgraded himself to a higher level, and he do not have any interest in the materialistic world. My soul unhorizoned widens to measureless sight, and the soul of the poet got wider and wider to a measureless level. Nobody can measure the soul of the poet. And my body is God's happy living tool, means God resides in his body, and he believes that God dwells in himself. That is why he has reached such a level through the God's divine power, and he is a spiritual one, he is a yogi. My spirit has a vast sun of deathless limit. He feels that his spirit is immortal, that is not going to die anymore. His spirit has reached to a deathless light, his spirit will never die, his body may, because body is subject to die, body is subject to decay, but spirit is immortal, spirit is deathless, and the poet believes in the existence of spirit, not in the existence of the body. So here in this poem the poet has explained his transformation from a sensuous person to a yogi or to a spiritual one. So the very nice explanation has been given here of the transformation of the poet in this poem. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Have a good day.